Welcome to Thought-Bot Instruct. In this video, I'll walk you through how to set up a project, generate AI-powered materials and pricing, and turn everything into a finished quote so you can spend less time on paperwork and more time on actual jobs. This is your left sidebar. You create, open, and switch between projects here. It's the hub for everything Instruct does for that job. Click the New Project button when you're starting a brand new job. This is the New Project form. Fill in your client details, job location, and any notes. The job location powers travel and delivery cost calculations, and the client info flows into your project documents. For the tour, I'll automatically fill in example client details so your real projects stay untouched. Now, I'll save this as an example project. From here, the tour will use this demo project, so we don't touch any of your existing work. Next up are your project settings. This model controls your profit, contingency buffer, sales tax, payment terms, warranty, and travel delivery calculators for this specific job. The left side of project settings handles pricing options and logistics. This is where you set contingency, profit margin, payment terms, warranty, and toggles for travel and delivery, so the AI prices things correctly. The right side is your service selector. Check every service this project needs: drywall, painting, roofing, flooring, etc. I use this to pull in the right labor and materials logic when I build your quote and documents. I recommend staying around 3 to 4 services per project for accuracy. You can always rerun through the AI phases with new services. This panel shows the details for whichever project is currently loaded. Use Edit Project anytime you need to update client or job info for this project. Use the Load Project dropdown to reopen projects you've already saved. When you pick one here, it becomes the active project, and its details fill this panel. This corner here provides quick access to useful actions, like deleting the current project. Just remember, deleting a project is permanent, so be sure before you click. This is the right sidebar. You can view your profile, manage your subscription or token balance, and jump into your dashboard or schedule from here. Here you can edit your business profile. Those details flow into your documents, so your quotes, invoices, and letters look professional and consistent. This icon opens and closes your project overview. In the next step, I'll show you what the overview looks like. This is the project overview. It's your central control panel for this job. You can review project settings, access your business info, and kick off AI-powered quote generation from here. These blue, round help icons are sprinkled around the page. Click one anytime you want guidance for that section. This is your cost breakdown and timeline. They will automatically be populated after generating your AI data for this project. If you prefer to do your quotes manually, you can edit them yourself, or if you want to make revisions after completing the AI data phases. This is the products section. You can add products directly to your project from stores for better management. Click the Add Products button to add new products. In the Add Products model, you can paste any product link, then click Fetch Product Info to pull that item into this project. Here's an example. I've pasted a set of wood shims and fetched it for you. When you use your own links, always double-check the price and quantity so they match your actual cost. Click Select on the card, then click Add Selected Products. That adds it to your project's products list. This is where you view the products you have already added. You can also make revisions where needed. Most models have this presets bar, useful for quick configuration. The presets bar is here for saving products lists that you may use again in the future. When you're ready to kick off AI data for this project, click Get Started. I'll walk you through 4 phases. 1. Quote details. You tell me exactly what work needs doing. 2. Materials list.
We build and refine every product quantity and waste factor. 3. Quote pricing. I generate labor, delivery handling fees, and job-specific charges. 4. Project finalization. We add travel time, profit, contingency, and set your timeline.
Phase 1. Quote details. This phase is all about clearly describing the work. When you actually run it, I'll stay in this details phase while you type out the full scope of work, room by room or task by task. After all essential details have been gathered, you click the Move to Pricing button at the bottom to move on to the next phase and begin working on your materials list. Phase 2. Materials list. Here we build your product list. Every board, box of screws, gallon of paint, and roll of tape. Your products will be added to your materials list automatically. Here is a full example materials list. The AI will figure out most calculations based on square footages provided during the previous details phase. Edit and fine-tune your list here. Click into any row to change the description, quantity, unit, waste factor, or unit price. Use the delete icon to remove items you don't need, so this matches exactly what you plan to buy. Finish your materials list. At the bottom, you can add new custom items, pull in saved products, or open the product viewer. When everything looks right, click Finalize Materials to lock in this list and move on to labor pricing. Phase 3. Quote pricing. Here, I turn your scope and materials into a real price range. I break each task into labor, complexity factors, delivery handling, and any job-specific charges, so you can see exactly how the numbers are built before you send a quote. Review how each task was priced. Scroll through the pricing breakdown and check the logic for each line item. Labor rates used, complexity multipliers, regional adjustments, and delivery or handling fees. Make sure this matches how you actually price your work, and mentally compare it against your usual methods. Use the slider table to shape your range. At the bottom, the slider table lets you nudge the low and high labor range for the job. Drag the sliders for each task to lean more budget or more premium, and watch the grand total update in real time so it lands where you're comfortable. Fine-tune each task individually. I've switched on Adjust Individual Tasks so you can see it in action. In this mode, you can open up each task, refine its min-max labor range, and make any last adjustments. Once everything feels dialed in, click Finalize Selection to lock in your pricing and move on to project finalization. Phase 4, Project Finalization. Last step, we add travel time, profit, contingency, timelines, and any final notes. Once you're happy, you can generate your final quote, invoice, contract, and other docs right from the project overview. Here, I reconcile everything: task-level labor plus materials, your materials list total with tax, and the subtotal from pricing. I build a clean breakdown for labor, materials, travel, delivery, contingency, and profit, so you're not double counting anything. If the total, timeline, or crew size feels off, just tell me what you want changed. More workers, different profit percent, adjust travel, etc., and I'll regenerate the finalization. Once it looks right, you can treat this as your final number when sending quotes or contracts to the client. Now we're back at the project overview. After completing all of the AI data phases, you can create your first quote here. Click the Create Document icon to generate a quote, invoice, contract, or other project documents. This is the Create Document panel. Choose a document type and optionally add extra instructions before generating your quote or other docs. Once your quote is generated, you can fine-tune wording, pricing notes, and terms. Everything stays editable later in the document editor. Click Finalize Quote to finish the document. Select the quote document in the project overview to view it and make any revisions in the document editor. Here is the document editor. You can export your quote, customize it to your liking, copy it if you prefer to edit in Word, or regenerate the document by launching it back into the conversation for revisions. Make sure to save your document after making any changes. You can also click the Thought-Bot directly whenever you're stuck for advice. Thought-Bot will walk you through whatever page or module you're on and give you intel or chat for any recommendations or advice with your project.